All right, welcome back again to our mathematical series on fraction. Yes, so we have done in the previous videos, we have introduced fraction as introduction to fraction, and then in a previous video, we have talked about types of fraction and components of fraction. However, in this particular video, we consider equivalent fraction. What do we mean by equivalent fraction? These are fractions that have equal values numerically. So that is, their numerical values are equal. So they are numerically equal to each other. For example, let's start with something simple, something like 2 over 3. 2 over 3 is a fraction. If I want to get another fraction that has a numerical value as 2 over 3, I can just multiply 2 over 3, both the top and the bottom, by the same number. If I multiply 2 by 2, for example, if I multiply 2 by 2, I will have 4 on top. Multiply 3 by 2, I will have 6 under. So 4 over 6 is still equivalent to 2 over 3. So these are equivalent fractions. So however, I can still proceed. Come back to the original fraction, which is 2 over 3. Multiply both of them by another number. We have used 2 to get 4 over 6. Let's use 3, for example. 2 times 3, that will give me 6 on top. 3 times 3, that will give me 9 under. This is still numerically equal. They are still numerically equal. So this is equivalent fraction. However, whatever I use to multiply the top, I can also use it for the bottom. In fact, I can choose another big number. Let's take 10, for example. 2 times 10 will give me 20. 3 times 10 will give me 30. So you must use the same thing to multiply them to get the same result. So these are what we call equivalent fraction. In fact, even if I use a letter to multiply the top, I must use a letter to multiply the bottom. For example, 2 over 3, if I multiply this by p, 2p, then multiply this by p also, this will be 3p. So that means 2p over 3p is still equal to 2 over 3. This is just what we call equivalent fraction. Now, the concept of equivalent fraction is very much applicable in basic mathematics, especially for primary school students and lower secondary school students. They can ask them to find a missing number in a particular fraction equation, in a particular arithmetic equation. And another thing that they can use equivalent fraction to do is we can use it to study the concept of reducing fraction to their lowest term. So let's consider the first one, which is finding a missing number. So, for example, they can give you this. They can say 5 over 7 equal to 60 all over box. So we are finding a missing number here. We are finding what will go inside this box. We can use the concept of equivalent fraction to get our answer. So you will consider the top. This is 5. How does it become 60? We want the two sides to be numerically equal. How does 5 turn to 60? They must have multiplied it. Only think of multiplication or division. It means they must have multiplied this 5 by a particular number to get 60. That number, what is 5 times what will produce 60? That's 12. 5 times 12 will produce 60. However, I will now use this same 12 to multiply 7 to get what is here. That means 7 times 12 will give me, that's 84. So that means what we have here is going to be 84. So that means 5 over 7 is equal to 60 over 84. So this is one of the application of equivalent fraction. So let's do one more example. So if we have 100 all over 250 equal to box over 25. So consider this. So 100 over 250 equal to box all over 25. What is happening here is that you will need to consider the bottom, since the top of this is missing, but we have complete numbers for the bottom. We have 250 becoming 25. How does this happen? It must have been that they have divided this with a particular number to reduce to 25. So that means they have divided 25 by a number to 250 by a number to get 25. So 250 divided by what will give me 25. So 250 divided by 10 will produce 25. So whatever happened to this is what will happen to this to get what is missing here. So that means I have to divide this by 10 as well. So that means 100 divided by 10 will give me 10. So therefore 100 over 250 equal to 10 over 25. This is application of equivalent fraction. Thank you. God bless you.